Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport, and I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. That's what this hobby of Rampage Radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is providing an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater has a PL 114.8 minus offset. You need to have that programmed into your radio in order to have access to the repeater. This is the Friday Night Fun Net with Jimmy Dorsey, K9GCR. It's live streamed on YouTube at youtube.com/Kerry Tatlow. You don't need to register for YouTube or Facebook to listen to this live stream. Just go to YouTube and then search for Kerry Tatlow live stream. Kerry, Kilo, Echo, Romeo, Romeo, Yankee, Tatlow, Tango, Alpha, Tango, Lima, Oscar, Whiskey. You should find tonight's Fun Net live stream listed there. Click it and listen in. If you don't have YouTube, or if you don't have internet, if you're not able to hear the repeater very well, you can give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline, area code 815-232-FNFN, 232-3636, the local Freeport number. I'll take your check-in over the phone, but try to check it on the radio if at all is possible. Also, if you are listening on YouTube, if you wish to check in, contact Larry Kerry, KD9MAP, and he'll in turn relay your internet check-in to me via the radio or over the telephone. Okay, first we're going to take short time or mobile check-ins. If you're passing through the area, if you'd rather concentrate your driving, or you got family stuff going on tonight, you got a movie or something you want to watch, you can't stay with the net, just go ahead and check in. I'll take your short time of mobile check-ins, and if you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. After that, we'll take your general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. We'll do our regular features. We'll have the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, FT8, DMR, GMRS. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to bring them before the net. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Then we'll have the Friday Night Fun Net Contest /DX Corner. Did you make any DX contacts this week? I did not. So, also we'll have our swap net. You have any items to buy, sell, trade, or want relate to hobbies of Rampage Radio or computers? We'll definitely do that. Speaking of the swap net, I'm happy to report the Richard N9CO had that antenna for sale, that Diamond X 200A. It's been sold. So I'm happy to report we finally sold that. Gary, N9SC down in Mount Morris has agreed to buy it. So that's good. That's good. Okay. With all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. I have no early bird check-ins tonight, so anything will be regular check-ins. Do we have any short-time mobile stations that like to check in? Please call now.
Yeah, Jimmy, this is Whiskey 9, Whiskey Bravo Bravo, Steve in Rockford, short time, no traffic.
Whiskey 9, Whiskey Bravo Bravo, got you checked in. Steve 73, have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time mobile station want to check in? Please call now.
K9 CNS, Doug in Rockford, short time.
CNS. Doug in Rockford. Okay, Doug got you checked in short time. 7-3, have a good evening. Thank you for checking in. Any more short time Mimosas while checking? Please go on out.
Good evening, Jimmy. W9JTC. Gonna check in short time, sir. Have a great night.
W9JTC, Jamie in Rockford. Okay, Jamie, I've got you checked in short time. 7-3, you have a good evening. Any more short time Mimosas while checking? Please go on out.
KE9, COB, short time, Jimmy.
KE9COB, Mark in Loves Park. Okay, Mark, got you checked in. Have a good evening with your son there. Thank you for checking in. Any more short time Mimosas while checking? Please go on out. Okay, we had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 short time stations. Okay, let's go ahead with general check-ins. Any general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin like to check in? Please go on. One more time, any general check-ins for Friday Night Fun Net? Please call Case on GCR. Okay, well, I'll start doing my traffic data. Well, first of all, in case anybody has not heard, the 147.000 repeater, backup rah-rah repeater in Rockford is back on the air. They put it back on the air last night, and it works beautifully. I'll tell you how I found out about it. I was listening to a couple stations talking. They said, let's go to 147.000. And I thought, oh boy, he must have got it going. So I followed them over, and sure enough, yeah, that was a match of the W3MBX and another ham. I listened, and sure enough, the signal was good. So I threw on my call I got in there, and that's definitely good there. It even works good on the digital side. Ron, N2RON threw out his call on the digital side of that repeater. It works beautifully. So the 147.000 repeater is back on the air. It's located at the OSF St. Anthony Hospital where this repeater used to be. So that's good. Congratulations to the powers that be at rah-rah, and they did a great job. Okay. Okay, any more general check-ins? Any general check-ins with Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's see. Just a minute. Here we go. The weekly Friday morning breakfast. I don't know how much of a turnout they had that today. Mark K9COB was not there. So anyway, weekly Friday morning breakfast meets every Friday morning from 7:30 a.m. to about 9 a.m. We order breakfast at 8 a.m. It's an informal gathering of fan folk. No affiliation necessary. Good food and good company. Everyone is welcome to attend. It's held at the Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Loves Park, Illinois, 61111. They usually have a good turnout on the Friday morning breakfast anyway. Again, weekly Friday morning breakfast meets every Friday morning from 7:30 a.m. until about 9 a.m. We order breakfast at 8 a.m. It's an informal gathering of ham folks, no affiliation necessary, good food and good company. Everyone is welcome to attend. It's held in the Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Lewis Park, Illinois, 61111. The Greater Boynham Trado Club, G-Bark, holds its a meet every monthly on the second Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. at Denny's Restaurant, Flying J Truck Stop, Illinois 75 and I-9039. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of ham talk. And I think usually on the second Saturday, I think they usually have a fox hunt on the second Saturday during the warm weather months. Again, the Greater Boynham Trado Club, G-Bark, meets monthly on the second Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. Denny's Restaurant, Flying J Truck Stop, Illinois 75 and I-9039. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of ham talk. Okay, do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? General check-ins, please go now. Okay, a week from tomorrow, Saturday, April 4th, we Stevens County Repair Association will be having their bi-monthly VE testing session. It will take place at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library, second floor conference room. If you want more information, you may contact John Mitchell, W9JC, Whiskey 9 Juliet Charlie. He's the Chief VEC here in Stevenson County, at area code 815-238-7485. Area code 815-238-7485. You can also contact him at johnmitchell61 at gmail.com, but you're better off calling him on the phone. We have a lot of listeners who are studying for their first ham radio licenses. Give John Mitchell a call at area code 815-238-7485. Let him know you're coming. Hopefully we'll have a good turnout this coming next week from tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library. Are there any more stations? General check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. This is K9G Star of the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9EXT repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Center in Freeport. Do we have any more stations that would like to check in? Please call now. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's go with the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, DMR, FT8, GMRS? Do you have any technical questions you'd like to bring before the net? If you do, now is the time. We'll see if we can answer your technical questions for you. Anybody have any technical questions at this time? Okay, no technical questions. So, we'll go ahead with the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. Did anybody make any DX contacts this week? I did not. So I wonder if anybody else did. Come on back if you did. Okay, no DX reports, so we'll go ahead with the swap net. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be related to hobbies of brand trading or computers. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of stuff. It may mention prices over the air, but any action should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Do we have anybody have any swamp net traffic at this time? Please call now. Okay, I'm happy to report that Richard N9ZO finally sold his Diamond X 200A antenna. It was Gary N9ST in Mount Morris, Illinois. He was listening. I think he was listening to the Monday Night Net or what have you. That's the way. I talked to him after the. I talked to him on the Tuesday evening net, and I gave him the information, gave him the phone number, so he called Richard, and it's sold. So that's good news. Okay, let me reset. Now, Richard N9ZO has for sale 1,000 feet of coax. He is asking $1 for each foot. It is similar to LMR, but it is not LMR. Anybody's interested, give Richard a call at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. If you're interested in several feet of 1,000 foot coax, similar to LMR. Okay. Any other station have swamp net traffic you'd like to pass along? Okay, do we have any general check-in for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call case 9 GCR. Okay, Larry, K9KGT, they're having their fourth annual Rah-Rah Swap Meet and Social. It will take place on Sunday, May 17th from 9 a.m. to 12 noon at the Kishwaukee Forest Preserve. That's where they have the Rah-Rah picnic last fall. There's no vendors, no money changing hands, no VE testing session, no food or anything. Well, you can bring your own food, of course. It's all about ham radio operators swapping stuff that they don't need or anything like that, and socializing. That's what it's all about. If you want more information, give Larry a call. Let's see. L.Lyle at USA.net or whatever it is. Again, the swap meet and social will take place on Sunday, May 17th. That'll be the one Sunday before Memorial Day weekend from 9 a.m. until noon at the Kishwaukee Forest Reserve. Also at 12 noon, if anybody's interested on that date, there's going to be having a class on building some kind of an antenna. So, okay. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go on.
KD9 MAP.
89 MAP, good evening, Kerry. What's going on with you?
Good evening, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. Oh, not a lot. My ass has been dragging this week. I didn't really get a lot done. I didn't do any HF. That's 3 weeks in a row. Oh, I'm an underachiever. I did do some wood chopping on Tuesday, and I got a couple of shipments of electronic stuff in yesterday, and I spent a few hours trying to make that work. 3 presets. Oh, let's see. You mentioned the 147.000 repeater coming up. Can you give me the location of the antenna for that repeater?
Yeah, it's at the OSS St. Anthony Hospital, where this repeater used to be.
Okay. I'm on Google Earth. I'm making a map of the location of all the repeaters so that I have so I can calculate the azimuths from my location to the repeaters for testing my Yagi out. Let's see, what else do I got here? Oh, brief reset. Hey guys, I got 3 flat screens, 3 desktop monitor flat screens to give away. I got a bunch of them. I'm good on QRZ.com, so email me if anybody needs 3 desktop flat screen monitors. This is KD9 MAT.
Okay, Kerry, sounds good. Sounds like you got rid of one of them, huh?
No, I still got them all. I still got all 5 of them, so we'll see. I mean they work fine. I hate to throw them away, you know. The thing is, Jimmy, I'm still in the desktop computer world where we use screens, you know, and everybody else now has moved on to the smartphone world where they carry the screen in their pocket. They don't need the desktop screens anymore. I think that's what happened. I'm stuck in the past, Jimmy. KD9 MAT.
I understand, Kerry. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Kerry, K9MAP, it has 3 flat top flat screens he wants to get rid of. And anybody want them? Let's get a hold of him on the radio or at his email address. Anybody interested? Come on back. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9EXT repeater in Rockford, transferring from Friday Night Fun Net Center and Report. Do we have any stations like to check in? Please go now. Well, okay, Kerry. Well, I wish you luck. Hopefully you can get rid of them soon. There, I'm sure you heard me mention that Richard N9CO has 1,000 feet of coax. Asking $1 for each foot, similar to LMR, but it's not LMR. You call them at area code 815-547-8686 if you're interested.
Well, that sounds like a really good deal to me. Whenever I buy a feed line, I always buy it with the connectors already put on it. You know, I like them factory made like that. Because in my lifetime, I've made like 200 cables, you know, and I'm sick of making my own cables. I'd rather just buy them. Yeah, buy them pre-made, you know. But it sounds like a good deal to me for anybody who really needs feed lines. LMR is supposed to be the best, the tip-top best. KD9MAT.
Please, yeah, all you have to do is give Richard a call, and you can talk to him about, see what you can come up with.
Yeah, I could probably use another 40-footer or so. I've got so many antennas inside the house now. I've got them all over the place, you know, and I do have kind of a shortage of feed lines to use them all. All right, thanks a lot, Jimmy. I'll continue to monitor for the duration. Thanks a lot, KD9MAT.
You're welcome, Kerry, and thank you for checking in. Hopefully I can get some more check-ins here soon. So spring is here, and of course everybody's enjoying the weather too. So okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking in, Kerry, and thank you for all you do too. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now.
KD9YBG, Dale.
KD9YBG, good evening, Dale. What's going on with you?
Not a whole lot. Just did little things around here, planted a few things in some cups, and not too much. Just stayed in the house today because it's a bit cold air. I didn't feel like being in it. I just went on a little bit of a walk, and that was about all. KD9YBG, back to you.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Wait till Monday and Tuesday. It's supposed to be in the low 70s before it gets cold again.
We need.
Say again, Dale, you cut yourself off. Repeat.
I was just saying that's what we need, some warmer weather. It was back in southern Illinois, and back that way it was pretty warm today.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Yesterday afternoon, St. Louis Cardinals played their home opener then at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. The temperature was 90 degrees. That was the hottest opening day temperature in the history of St. Louis Cardinals the baseball. Not 90 degrees. Okay, Dale, anything else you would like to bring before the net?
No, I don't have anything else to say, so we'll just send her back to you, KD9YBG.
Okay, sounds good, Dale. It is a very slow turnout again, so let's just see how many check-ins I get. I think I ended up with 15 on-air check-ins last week. We'll see what happens. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, let me get all my papers put away here. That's the way it goes there with all. You should see my desk when I run this net there. There's all full of papers and what have you. Okay. Any more stations wishing to check in, please call now. Well, okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm trying to avoid having the dead air. We can't have dead air on the air, regardless of whether even in the commercial broadcasting or radio, TV, or what have you. So I'll read some of the stuff there from the ham rack behind the mic. Meet your net control operators. Let's see. I'll try to keep it short. This month's NCO is heard each week on the Tuesday night Rah-Rah net, providing an easygoing style letting the conversation go where check-ins take it. You know him by Larry, H9GO. He was asked how long have you been a ham radio operator and what got you interested in the hobby. He said he received his initial license KN9MXF in 1958, but started over in 1974, WN8PKS, and then the WB8PKX as a general class in 1976. In 2012, he became an extra class at AC9GO. He's been a ham for well over 50 years, well, going beyond that, of course. Okay, I'm going to take a pause here. Do we have any stations I'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
KC9 GCR, KC9 RUH.
KC9 RUH, KC9 GCR. Good evening, Joe. What's going on with you?
Nothing much, Jim. I wanted to check in when you first started there, but I had to run off. My niece was stuck out in a parking lot, and she was frantic. She thought her car was broke, and she forgot. She's got one of those more modern vehicles. You gotta press the brake pedal, or the car won't start. And she forgot all about it because she had a lot on her mind.
Ain't that the way it goes sometimes? These newer cars sure ain't like the old days. I keep saying, when you have car trouble, you took it to a garage mechanic. Nowadays, you have to take it to a specialist.
I was laughing, she was laughing, and she said, "Oh, Lord," she said, "I forgot I was supposed to do that." And she said, "I drive it every day."
Ain't that the way it goes sometimes? Stuff happens, what are you going to do?
But like you said, Jim, all this electronics and stuff, I don't care for them. I know a lot of people don't, but I mean, who would think you got to depress the brake pedal before the vehicle will start? Just something else to go wrong, you know?
You know what? If people know of any vintage cars that are still available that nobody's driving, they should just buy them, just follow the simple instructions and just drive them, just like they used to do back in the day, back in the 50s and 60s. You don't need all this modern stuff or what have you. You have a problem, all you gotta do is take it to the garage and they'll fix it.
That's the truth. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to check in, Jim, give you another number, and I'll stand by for the net.
Okay, sounds good. You're checking number 8. So that sounds good. And I also mentioned, well, you probably heard me mention about the 147 repeater being back on the air. It's working good, and you and I talked on that a while back, just earlier in the evening.
I appreciate that, Jim. That's why I gave you a call, because I was having trouble programming it, and I found out one of my settings was off. That's all it was.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Joe, hey, thanks for checking in. I know you'll be listening. Well, hopefully we'll get some more check-ins here. You have a good evening. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. This is KC9 GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD repeater in Rockford, tracking for Friday Night Fun Net Center and Freeport. Do we have any more stations I'd like to check in? Please go now. Okay, I'll continue reading this article here about Larry Schubert, H9GO. Okay, he was asked, what do you enjoy most about serving as a net control operator? Larry went on to say, I enjoy talking with area hams, and with the help of a number of smart people, we have been able to help a number of people with the technical challenges. That's true too. And what type of net do you provide NCO services for? She said, the Rah-Rah Tuesday night social and tech net. Oh, we just call it the plain old Tuesday evening net. Okay, what's the most memorable or challenging experience you've had while running the net? He said, my most memorable experience was a ham who checked in during the COVID lockdown period. He told us he had been blind for a long period of his life, and there was no hope for regaining his sight. Several weeks later, he reported a possible cure for his blindness had been found. Sometime later, he shared he had found a way to afford the operation, and the procedure was successful. That's good to hear. He had a lot of people in the area praying for him, and we were all glad to get his miraculous this update. That is definitely good to hear. Okay. I'm going to take another pause here. We have any more stations? Want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on now. Goodness sake, what did I do that for? Okay, all right. He asked, what advice would you give to someone who's thinking about becoming a net control operator for the first time? He said that don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. If it is a regular social net, just to run it like any of the guys who hear on the local repeaters. Easygoing, regular conversation is a great way to start out. Once you are comfortable there, you can go on to a big net or an emergency services net that is fast-paced and requires accurate copy and transmission of important information. Any more stations like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on now.
WI9HF, evening, Jimmy.
WI9HF, good evening, Chad. What is going on with you?
All right, Jimmy, I'm still learning more about my RLC repeater controller. Figured out how to change some codes to make it harder for people who want to play around and change things. So I got that figured out. So getting that fixed up little by little for my other site that we're working on. Just went out to fish tonight. I might go to bed because we got to get up early and go down to a No Kings rally tomorrow in Janesville. I'm looking forward to going, but then again I'm not. So anyway, I got to get my cat to quit playing with stuff behind my chair here in my office. Otherwise, nothing else really going on here. Go ahead.
Okay, sounds good. Chad, I want to talk to the powers that be at Rah-Rah. I'm going to see about linking the Friday Night Fun that put on your repeater or some other ones. But or you can if you're listening or something, you get on here, you can talk. Well, maybe you're better off talking to them on the phone or what have you. But we'll see what we come up with. But we're not going to be in a hurry to do this. Okay?
Yeah, sounds good, Jimmy. Not a problem.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Chad, I'm going to let you go, and so you can take care of your cat. I'm surprised I haven't heard him meowing. That's what he did I think it was last night, or somebody's cat was meowing during your net.
Yeah, that was Lucy. She likes to be on the radio, I guess, so. Right now, I know where she is right now. There's a bunch of stuff behind my one chair here, and she likes to go dig around in it. So, that gets annoying. So, yeah, she likes the radio, I guess, for some reason. She was trying to paw at the microphone yesterday. I was on the couch with my handheld. and mic, and she tried to power the microphone like she wanted to talk on it, so that was kind of funny.
Oh yeah. All right, we gotta give him a call. Let's how about a KC9CAT?
Yeah, there you go. KC9MEW even.
That's better yet.
All right, Jimmy. There's no question tonight.
No, I didn't come up with a topic. I was thinking about asking about everybody what they thought about the linking this repeater or like with yours for have the Friday night fun net for more check-ins. But the more I thought of it, I thought we just better let this slide for a little bit and see what happens here.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea, Jimmy. Might want to make some contact with some board members here for the RARA and see what they think about it.
Okay, let's see. Hold on here. Now, I'm gonna look up Erica's call. I don't want. I keep thinking to ask. I keep. Just a minute. Where did you go? Oh yeah, I found it. D9DYN. I'm gonna go ahead and put her. I'm gonna go ahead and check her in.
All right, sounds good, Jimmy. Yeah, she's reading a book, so probably won't check in. She didn't even check into her pink hamster net tonight, so go ahead and check her in.
Okay, Chad, I will do so. Hey, thanks for checking the Friday night fun net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend.
Same to you, buddy. And thanks for the net. Nice net here. 7-3 WI9HF.
And thank you for the net that you provide us too. One nice thing about, in case we don't hear Amps Radio Newsline on our Wednesday evening swap net on the 3.9 repeater, we know you have your net, that net playing on your net. Okay, talk to you later. 73 case on GCR.
All right, Jimmy, and we're still working on the other site here in Rockford for this too, so hope we get that going. 7-3 WI9HF.
Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday night fun net? Please call case on GCR. Okay, continue on with the article about Larry H9GO. Beyond the nets, what are your favorite ham radio activities or modes? And Larry went on to say, I like it all. I've used and enjoyed 20 meters and 440 megahertz. I've worked CW, SSB, PSK31, and FT8. Additionally, I enjoyed the Chasing DX, working special events, hunting a POTA, and rag chewing with hams here and around the world. Let me reset. Okay, he was also asked what piece of equipment is in your station that you couldn't live without and why. He said, I really love everything we have, but the thing I love the best is our A35 3-band beam and tower that would not be there if not for the work and help of Jim K9GOL, Dan KD9SAG, and many others. He says, goes on to say he has a 100 watt linear amp that he hasn't used since the tower went up. He said, one day I got a 5.9 report from Australia and gave him a 5.9 as well. I was running 100 watts and he was running 200 watts. The antenna made the difference. As the sunspot cycle changes, I may have to go back to the amp, but for now it isn't needed. Okay, before we continue, any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go now. Okay, he was asked is there anything else about yourself you would like to share? Larry goes on to say, amateur radio led me to my 10-year career in commercial radio. I programmed 3 stations successfully and was the #1 DJ in southwest Michigan, or Kalamazoo to Benton Harbor down to Indiana. He said he moved here in 1980, leaving a small station in Dowagiac, Michigan, to work at WRWC. Well, that's the station in South Boyd or Boyd there, where even though I was rated #2 in the Rockford area, I was let go after 6 months because they didn't like my style. Good grief. What's the matter with those people? I then went to work for Barbara Coleman and went back to school to graduate with honors with an AAS degree in electronics from Rock Valley College. Let me reset. While at Barbara Coleman and then the Instracom, I worked at the circuit board level in repair of plastic making machines and provided support for many of our customers worldwide. That experience has proven very helpful in my long-time hobby of ham radio. He said, editor's note, he said, Larry was published in the July-August 2024 edition of ARRL's On the Air magazine. A reprint of the article can be found in the April 2025 ham rag. I think I still have that too. That's your information about Larry, AC9GO. Okay, do we have any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Yeah, that was Verna at W9YUM who interviewed Larry. She also interviewed me on the phone. So I don't know when my article will appear. We'll just see what happens. But those articles are all great. So, okay. I'm just thinking. I'm just going through the ham rag. This page about Skywarn. Of course, I did not make it to the weather seminar, which was held Monday evening at the UIC Science Campus. Channels 17 and 39 were there. Jordan Wolf, one of the meteorologists there, that covered that story. He showed pictures. I guess from what I was told, 100 some people signed up for the weather seminar, but only 50 people showed up. Oh boy. But they had a good crowd. They were showing the different graphics and what have you. That was good. Also, I found out some information from Scott, KC9YI. The National Weather Service in Milwaukee, Sullivan is going to be holding an in-person weather spotter class Tuesday, April 28th from 1 p.m. until 3 p.m. at the Greene County Justice Center. That's their new courthouse in Monroe. It's just on Highway 59 next to the Greene County Sheriff's Office and Jail. Again, that will be put on by the National Weather Service, Milwaukee Sullivan. Mark, KE9COB and I think we're going to plan on going to that one. There will be another session, an evening session, on that same day. However, that will not take place in Monroe. It will take place at the fire station in Brooklyn, Wisconsin. Brooklyn is in the northeastern Greene County. That's just southeast of Madison. So, okay. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call Case on GCR. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to go ahead and give the rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. Tonight at 10 p.m., if you're able to pick up 443.750 repeater in Chicago, or better yet, go to the Janesville 440.950 repeater, PL 123.0 plus offset. That's Chad's repeater, WI9HF. You catch the night watch net out of Chicago. That net runs 7 nights a week. Now Friday night they usually get together at one of the local establishments. So I'm not sure if they'll even be in that. Sometimes there's a net on Friday night, other times there's not. But tune in at 10 o'clock and see if there will be a net. As soon as I get done with this net here, I'll probably switch over there. Don't forget the Saturday evening gratitude net tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on this repeater. I don't know. I believe it'll be I think it'll be either Larry B9HKX or Mike B9SSV will be net control. The net control usually picks a topic, and if you like that topic, fine. If not, you can talk about something else. They go around them several different times. Then they bring up other topics. Well, that's what it's all about, rag chewing. That's what takes place on a Saturday evening rag chewing net every Saturday evening at 8 p.m. on this repeater. Let's see. The Kishwaukee, no. The Big Thunder Amps Radio Club net meets on the 147.375 repeater at 7 p.m. That usually runs about 10 to 15 minutes depending on how many check-ins they get. Then at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe, you got the Greene County Aries Races net. That net lasted 2 hours and 47 minutes. They beat the let's see, just a minute, I take that back. 2 hours and 15, 16, 17 minutes. They beat the Friday Night Fun net as far as the length of the net goes. I wish them congratulations. Scott K9YI's net control said, well, I know sometimes you beat our record. I said, oh, I don't know about that, but that's a good net they run. Also, Chuck, B9WGM, he's a Greene County Emergency Coordinator, will give you more information about the Weather Spotter net, which will take place on Tuesday, April 28th. So he'll give you more information about that. Monday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repair, you got the Monday Night Rah-Rah info net. I think it's Larry's H9GO, K9KGT's turn this coming Monday. I did the net last week. And last Monday, I should say. The Lee County Aries Races net meets at 8 p.m. on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon. At 8:30 p.m. you got the Kishwaukee Amps Radio Club net, which meets on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb. Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, you got the Tuesday evening net with Larry H9GO. Just the aforementioned Larry H9GO. Then also at 7:30 p.m. you got the Rock County Public Service net, which meets on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville with the Greg K9GJN as your net control station. At 8:30 p.m. you got the Ogle County Hams net, which meets on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon or China at 8:30 p.m. And that net only runs about 5-10 minutes, and then they'll go to 146.595 for a brief simplex net. After they get done with that net, they'll switch back to the 165 repeater for the 9 o'clock Aries and Skyward net. Wednesday evenings on this repair, you got the Wednesday evening chat net. It's similar to the Saturday evening radio net. Also at 7 p.m., I do the Steve County Aries net on the 147.390 repeater. At 7:30 p.m., you got the Greater Boy Navs Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening net on the 147.120 repeater in Beloit. And at 8 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, we have the Wednesday evening swap net. Mel, N9RPN, and I share the duties and net control operator. I ran the net this past Wednesday. Mel run the net this coming Wednesday. He'll bring us After Radio Newsline, 15-minute independent news broadcast to blow the entire day After Radio. Then Thursday evening at 7 p.m., you have the Winnebago County Skywarn train net with meets on the 147.195 repeater. Joe, K9JPP is net control for that net. Then at 8 p.m. on the 440.950 repeater in Janesville, that's Chad's repeater. He has the Thursday evening Badger Prairie Roundtable net. He also broadcasts the After Radio Newsline. That After Radio Newsline broadcast is from Friday of the previous week. Also on HF, you got the Senile net, which meets every day Monday through Friday from 1400 to 1500 hours Zulu or 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. local time on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper side band with Chuck, WD9BB as your net control operator. I almost forgot. The DeKalb County Aries group holds its Thursday evening net at 7 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb. Okay, you're all caught up to date in your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. If you're a member of any ham radio club, by all means support your local club. Okay, any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun net, please go on out.
How much does it cost to check in KE9N?
Good evening, Kurt. Not a thing, not a thing. I'll put you down. Hey, congratulations on getting 147 back on the air.
Oh, we're making progress. KC9GCR, KE9N, good evening to you and everyone else who's listening. Yeah, we got the 147, Matt, and Doug went up and changed the cavity filters and changed the repeater from 610 to 147 at the hospital. And I had tuned the cavity filters, and so they brought those up there, changed those, and that's one more down. I got a couple more to do, not rah-rah repeaters though, so I still got a little work ahead of me on checking everything out, but there will be a couple more repeaters that I'll be working on then. So anyhow, one more down, and it's good to have the 147 back up and running.
Yes, it is. I'll tell you how I found out about it. I was listening to Matt W3MBX talk to another ham on this repeater, and one of them said, "You want to go to 147?" The other one said, "Sure." And I thought, "Oh boy, we got it going." So I followed him along. After they got done talking, I threw on my call. I was picking up everybody good. They were picking me up good too. And I asked, "When did he get this repeater back on the air?" They said about 20 minutes ago. I said, "Well, that was great, fantastic."
No, Matt gave me a heads up because I had talked to him last weekend, and he told me he said Thursday they would go there, and I said, well, if you have any problems checking everything out or you have any questions, just give me a call. I'll be at home. So anyhow, he called me just to let me know they were doing that, and I said, okay. I said, well, I'll turn on my radio and let me know when you got it up and running, and I'll try to make contact with you. So, no, everything worked real good.
That's good. That's good. I did some more talking on that repeater today, and then later, and Ron N2RON throughout his call on the digital side. So I talked to him on the digital side. Just saying it was really beautiful.
Yeah, we tried that the other night then too, just to make sure that both analog and digital was working okay, and it sounded good either way.
Oh yeah, it definitely was. Well, congratulations. So that's good. Okay, let's see, 61 and 147000 are back on the air. That's great. That's great. Congratulations.
Well, sure beats getting a good sharp stick in the eye or in your back end.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Dean has not checked in, so I don't know if he'll check in later tonight or not, but I always put him down as, if he doesn't check in, I put him down as non-honorary check-in. Same goes for you if you don't check in.
Well, I appreciate that, Jimmy, that you think of us. And gosh, I haven't talked to Dean, I bet you in 3 weeks maybe, so maybe he'll check in. We'll see. I'm sure I'll run into him sometime on the air. Anyhow, I'll turn it back to you then. KC9GCRKE9N.
Okay, sounds good, Kurt. And thank you again. Thank you and the gang for all you do for these repeaters and whatever. That's great. Okay, Sylvie, talk to you later. Thank you for checking in.
Yeah, I'll be listening for let's see, 9 o'clock. I'll be listening for about an hour, Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good, sounds good. If we don't get him mixed, I might start reading some trivia questions here shortly. We'll just see what happens. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? If you're coming home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, or the show, if you just came home, or if you just turned the radio on, or if you've been copying the mail for the last hour and 2 or 3 minutes, this is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun that we're in the region. What's ground traffic? Please call K-Sun GCR. This is K-Sun GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD, repair in Rockford. Transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central or in Freeport. Do we have any more stations wish to check in? Please call now. Okay, now we're going to do Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. By the way, I repeat this, I mentioned this earlier during the net. Next Saturday, April 4th, will be our bi-monthly VE testing session here in Freeport. That's put on by the Stevenson County Repair Association. It'll take place at 12:30 p.m. If you want more information, please contact John Mitchell, W9JC, our Chief VEC here in Stevenson County. Area code 815-238-7485. Area code 815-238-7485. You can also contact him at johnmitchell61@gmail.com. But you're better off to call him on the phone. Let him know you're coming, and let's see if we can pack the place. All right. Well, one moment, please. Okay, these trivia questions are the better of those who are starting with their first ham radio licenses. We have a lot of people who listen to us on scanners. They can't listen to police communication unless you buy a very expensive digital scanner which receives unencrypted STARCOM 21 signals. You can still listen to police and fire communications on the analog VHF high band. Alright, let's see. Okay, first question. What types of amateur stations can automatically retransmit the signals of other amateur stations? A. Auxiliary beacon or earth stations. B. Earth, repeater, or space stations. C. Beacon, repeater, or space stations. D. Repeater, auxiliary, or space stations. This is not double talk, folks. What type of amateur stations can automatically retransmit the signals of other amateur stations? A. Auxiliary, beacon, or earth stations. B. Earth, repeater, or space stations. C. Beacon, repeater, or space stations. D. Repeater, auxiliary, or space station. Anybody have the correct answer to this question? Okay. What types of amateur stations can automatically retransmit the signals of other amateur stations? The correct answer is D delta. Repeater, auxiliary, or space station. 97.113 paragraph D. Retransmitting the signals of another station is generally prohibited except when you are relaying messages or digital data from another station. Some types of stations, repeaters, auxiliary stations, and space stations as parentheses, are allowed to automatically retransmit signals on different frequencies or channels. Ham radio license manual, page 8-11. Let's find another question here. Okay, I'm trying not to read the same questions over and over again. That's why that kind of gets boring. Alright, here's one. What effect does multipath propagation have on data transmissions? A. Transmission rates must be increased by a factor equal to the number of separate paths observed. B. Transmission rates must be decreased by a factor equal to the number of separate paths observed. C. No significant changes will occur if the signals are transmitted using FM. D. Error rates are likely to increase. What effect does multipath propagation have on data transmissions? A. Transmission rates must be increased by a factor equal to the number of separate paths observed. B. Transmission rates must be decreased by a factor equal to the number of separate paths observed. C. No significant changes will occur if the signals are transmitted using FM. D. Error rates are likely to increase. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay. What effect does multipath propagation have on data transmissions? Correct answer is D delta. Error rates are likely to increase. Distortion caused by multipath can cause VHF and UHF digital data signals to be received with a higher error rate even though the signal may be strong. Ham radio license manual, page 4-1, I should say. Before we continue, do we have any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on. Okay. What is the advantage of having multiple receive bandwidth choices on a multi-mode transceiver. A. Permits monitoring several modes at once by selecting a separate filter for each mode. B. Permits noise or interference reduction by selecting a bandwidth matching the mode. C. Increases the number of frequencies that can be stored in the memory. D. Increases the amount of offset between receive and transmit frequencies. Let me reset. I'll read this again. What is the advantage of having multiple receive bandwidth choices on a multi-mode transceiver? A. Permits monitoring several modes at once by selecting a separate filter or each mode, for each mode I should say. B. Permits noise or interference reduction by selecting a bandwidth matching the mode. C. Increases the number of frequencies that can be stored in memory. D. Increases the amount of offset between receive and transmit frequencies. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay. What is the advantage of having multiple receive bandwidth choices on a multi-mode transceiver? The correct answer is B. Bravo. Permits noise or interference reduction by selecting a bandwidth matching the mode. Having multiple filters available allows you to reduce noise or interference by selecting a filter with just enough bandwidth to pass the desired signal. Ham radio license manual page 5-9. Okay. What is the voltage across a 10 ohm resistor if a current of 2 amperes flows through it? A. 8 volts. B. 0.2 volts. C. 12 volts. D. 20 volts. What is the voltage across a 10 ohm resistor if a current of 2 amperes flows through it? A. 8 volts. B. 0.2 volts. C. 12 volts. D. 20 volts. Anybody have correct answer to this question? This is K-San-G Charlotte Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXC Repair in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. We have any more stations you want to check in? Please go on. Okay. What is the voltage across a 10 ohm resistor if a current of 2 amperes flows through it? The correct answer is D delta 20 volts. D 20 volts. I'm not going to bother to read that stupid math problem. I'm just going to move on here. Okay, which of the following is commonly used as a visual indicator? A. LED. B. FET. C. Zener diode. D. Bipolar transistor. Which of the following is commonly used as a visual indicator? A. LED. B. FET. C. Zener diode. D. Bipolar transistor. Anybody have the correct answer to this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
It would be LED.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. Which of the following is commonly used as a visual indicator? Correct answer is A alpha LED. It refers to another question which I'm not going to bother with. We're going to move on here. Oh boy, I read this a while back. I'm not reading it again. Oh, good grief. Hold on. Which of the following is used to determine if an antenna is resonant at the desired operating frequency? A VTVM. B, an antenna analyzer. C, a Q meter. D, a frequency counter. Which of the following is used to determine if an antenna is resonant at the desired operating frequency? A VTVM. B, an antenna analyzer. C, a Q meter. D, a frequency counter. Anybody have the correct answer to this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
Would be an antenna analyzer.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. Which of the following is used to determine if an antenna is resonant at the desired operating frequency? Correct answer is B, Bravo, an antenna analyzer. An antenna analyzer contains a very low power signal source with an adjustable frequency and one or more meters to show the impedance and SWR. Ham Radio License Manual, page 4-18. Before I continue, do we have any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay. What type of modulation is commonly used for VHF packet radio transmissions? A, FM or PM. B, SSB. C, AM. D, PSK. What type of modulation is commonly referred... Let's do that again. What type of modulation is commonly used for VHF packet radio transmissions? A, FM or PM. B, SSB. C, AM. D, PSK. Anybody have the correct answer to this question? Okay. What type of modulation is commonly used for VHF packet radio transmission? The correct answer is A alpha, FM, or PM. Frequency modulation, or FM, is commonly used for packet radio on VHF and UHF. The data modulates the FM signal as audio tones. Ham Radio License Manual, page 5-4. Those of you who work APRS should know the correct answer to this question by heart. Which of the following is the application of APRS? A, providing a real-time tactical digital communications in conjunction with a map showing the location of stations. B, showing automatically the number of packets transmitted via Pactor for backdoor during a specific time interval. C. Providing voice over internet communication connection between the repeaters. D. Providing information on the number of stations signed into a repeater. Which of the following is an application of APRS? A. Providing real-time tactical digital communications in conjunction with a map showing the location of stations. B. Showing automatically the number of packets transmitted via backdoor during a specific time interval. C. Providing voice over internet connection between repeaters. D. Providing information on the number of stations signed into a repeater. Those of you who work APRS should know the correct answer to this question by heart. Anybody have the correct answer to this question? Well, I guess our APRS people are not with us tonight, so we'll go ahead. Which of the following is an application of APRS? The correct answer is A alpha, providing real-time tactical digital communications in conjunction with a map showing the location of stations. A common public service application of APRS is provide maps of station locations while they are providing real-time tactical communications. And read the license manual, page 5-13. Do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
KC9GCR. Here is KC9YI checking in.
KC9YI, KC9GCR. Good evening, Scott. What's going on with you?
Oh, I don't know, not doing just too much here. Just checking into some of the nets and that's about it. Getting ready for bed, I think.
That sounds good. It's a slow net again tonight. You're checking number 12. So that's about it there. So Mark K9COB and I are thinking about coming to Monroe on April 28th. You're going to participate in that weather spotter class.
Oh, real good, Jim. Yep. I'm hoping to be there too, I think.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, since there's no weather spotter class here in Freeport this year, and I didn't make it to the weather seminar over in Rockford, I thought maybe see about Mark and I going up there.
Usually they have some signs up, but there's a lower basement door in the corner of the building. It would be the let's see, the southeast corner of the building. It usually their rooms are kind of underneath the Justice Center, not the main entrance for trials and all that stuff.
This case on GCR, the Friday Night Fun at K9 RFD Repair in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun at Central and Freeport. Okay. Sounds good. Just out of curiosity, I know that second session will meet at the fire station in Brooklyn, Wisconsin. Of course, we're not going there. Well, what time, do you have any idea what time that starts so I can pass the information along?
Oh boy, I wonder if I wrote it down. I think it's 7 o'clock to 9, but it might be 6 to 8 too. Probably 6 to 8, I don't know.
Oh, well, we'll find out on the net this coming Sunday night. I'm sure that Chuck, KB9WZM, will have the information on that. Thanks anyway.
Yeah, yeah, I don't have it written down here. But it's usually in the evening that they have that for people that are working.
Okay, sounds good, thanks. Hey, I was listening to WEKZ on Thursday morning. I think whoever does the Lafayette County News, I guess he's not going to be doing it anymore. I don't know if he's moving to another location or with another position with the station or what have you. But I remember say he mentioned about when Joyce Mavis used to do it years ago. I think he took over and what have you.
Yeah, I think, isn't his name Kent? I think he's retiring. Him and Baker, and he usually was on at noon too, on 1260.
Oh, okay. And you know, there's one thing about it. You never hear that on a news show. He even has a polka tune on there, and I said, what kind of a news show is that?
Well, actually, you know, the WKZ was always, you know, noted for that kind of music, and Scott Thompson, the radio station he worked for up north when he was a young guy. I think that was a polka station, and so they throw a polka in every once in a while. They usually Kent has a song about the sunny side of life. I don't know who sings that. Almost sounded like Minnie Pearl or somebody. I don't know if you've ever heard this song. It's really good. And it's something that I would expect to hear down in Branson, Missouri.
Oh, okay, sounds good. I was just kind of curious. Okay, hey Scott, thanks for checking in. Have a good evening. We'll catch you on the Sunday night net. And congratulations on beating the Friday night fun net as reference time goes. You had they got 2 hour and 17 minutes net, and I think we went for 2 hours and 15 minutes or 16 minutes. But congratulations.
Do I get the Bucket Mouth Award?
Oh, you get some, I don't know. Don't worry about it. Hey, Celebrity Scott, thanks for checking in. We'll catch you on Sunday night. KSNG Sharp Clear. Thanks for checking in.
Sounds good, Jim. Have a good rest of the net there, and we'll talk to you later. KC9GCR, this is KC9YI. I'll be clear.
KC9GCR, be clear. Was there another station trying to check in? Another station come back?
N4WGN, Bob down here in Freeport, mile west of you.
N4WGN, good evening, Bob. What's going on with you?
Not much. The wife had her surgery Wednesday, and still painful, but getting better. Probably going to be about a good week to 10 days before the stitches come out. So, yep. But she's doing all right. And the award you can get Scott for having the longest net there is you can give him a big box of nothing.
Oh, okay. Hey, now I'll tell you what, though, these nets provide a great service. It's an Aries races net, but it's also a rag-chew net too. He even said that himself. That's a good net that he runs on Sunday nights up there. It would not be Sunday night without that net. You know, any more than it would not be Friday night without the Friday night fun net, or Wednesday night without the Wednesday we swap net on our repeat.
Oh, I totally agree there. You know, there's so many nets that, especially on HUP, that you check into that are really, really serious. You know, and I don't know. I think that, you know, those nets there, we gotta have some fun. You know, you can have the serious part, but when that's over, just sit back and have fun there. You know, that's just the way I look at it. But this thing, Jimmy, if I would have took the microphone off my stand and plugged it back into the radio because my battery's dead, he wouldn't have beat the net.
Sounds good, yeah. Now, I want to let you know, I've been using that HCX202 to what I communicate. Not today, but I've been using it most of the other days there. Thank you very much.
Well, I did some really in looking into that, and a sudden shock like that can cause that error too. So I think the battery would be good and everything, but I think it's all right now, Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, thank you very much. So, okay, I'm going to let you go. Maybe if you're on later tonight, maybe we'll talk on 3-9. And you probably know the 147 repeater is back up and running again.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen it on Rara's Facebook page. It's nice to have it up again and going again. There for a while, the only one that was running over there in Rockford that had really good coverage was the 195 machine. And nothing wrong with that, but they was really nice to let a lot of Rara stuff on the 195 machine. That's the way it all should work. So anyway, the only two repeaters missing there now, and both of them ain't going to be going again. And that's Herb's 805 machine and Eric's 255 machine. And we know why they're not going. We know why they're not going to run no more. So there you go.
Well, we'll see what happens. I heard talk. Don't quote me. But it was there was some kind of talk about that 805 repeater coming here to Stevenson County. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. You'd have to ask Dan, the K9 SAZ, or some of the members of that state line group there. So, but yeah. So, okay, it sounds good there. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. And thank you for checking in. Maybe if you're on here later tonight on 3-9, we'll talk some more. So. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net, K9G Sharp with Gardner Final.
All right, Jimmy, you have a good one there, and I talk to you a little bit later. Hope the net picks up here real quick. Anyway, have fun. KC9G Sharp and 4WGN.
Thanks for checking in, Bob. Any more stations who would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net, please go on. This is K9G Sharp of Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD repeater in Rockford, transferring from Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Any more stations wish to check in, please go on out. Okay, continuing with the trivia segment, we're going to read some questions from the general class. All right. Okay, first question. What is the purpose of using a receive attenuator? A, to prevent receiver overload from strong incoming signals. B, to reduce the transmitter power when driving a linear amplifier. C, to reduce power consumption when operating from batteries. D, to reduce excessive audio level on strong signals. What is the purpose of using a receive attenuator? A, to prevent receiver overload from strong incoming signals. B, to reduce the transmitter power when driving a linear amplifier. C, to reduce power consumption when operating from batteries. D, to reduce excessive audio level on strong signals. Anybody prepared to answer this question?
KE910.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I think it would be A.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. What is the purpose of using a receive attenuator? Correct answer is A, alpha, to prevent receiver overload from strong incoming signals. Too strong an input signal can overload a receiver, creating distortion products that interfere with reception of the desired signal. Using an attenuator reduces the input signal level and potential receiver overload. General Class License Manual, page 5-16. Okay. Which of the following direct fused power connections would be the best for a 100-watt HF mobile installation? A, to the battery using heavy gauge wire. B, to the alternator or generator using heavy gauge wire. C, to the battery using insulated heavy-duty balanced transmission line. D, to the alternator or generator using insulated heavy-duty balanced transmission line. Which of the following direct fused power connections would be the best for a 100-watt HF mobile installation? A, to the battery using heavy gauge wire. B, to the alternator or generator using heavy gauge wire. C, to the battery using insulated heavy-duty balanced transmission line. D, to the alternator or generator using insulated heavy-duty balanced transmission line. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, which of the following direct fused wire connections would be the best for a 100-watt HF mobile installation? Correct answer is A, alpha, to the battery using heavy gauge wire. When you are making the power connections for your 100 watts HF radio for mobile operations, connect heavy gauge wires directly to the battery terminals. Both leads should have fuses placed as close to the battery as possible. Also see figure G4, figure G4.4, General Class Operator Manual, License Manual, page 522. Okay. Okay. What is the output BEP of 500 watts peak to peak across a 50 ohm load? A, 8.75 watts. B, 625 watts. C, 2500 watts. D, 5,000 watts. What is the output BEP of 500 volts peak to peak across a 50 ohm load? A, 8.75 watts. B, 625 watts. C, 2500 watts. B, 1500 watts or 500,000 watts. Anybody correct answer to this question? Okay, what is the output BEP of 500 volts peak to peak across a 50 ohm load? Correct answer is B, Bravo, 625 watts. Okay, what is the primary purpose of a screen grid in a vacuum tube? A, to reduce grid-to-plate capacitance. B, to increase efficiency. C, to increase the control grid resistance. D, to decrease plate resistance. What is the primary purpose of a screen grid in a vacuum tube? A, to reduce grid-to-plate capacitance. B, to increase efficiency. C, to increase control grid resistance. D, to decrease plate resistance. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay, what is the primary purpose of a screen grid and a vacuum tube? Correct answer is A alpha, to reduce grid-to-plate capacitance. The screen grid is placed between the plate and control grid and kept at a constant voltage. This isolates the control grid from the plate and reduces the capacitance between them. General Class License Manual, page 4-27. Before we continue, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay. Which of these functions is just a minute. Wait just a minute. All right. Which of these functions is performed by software in a software-defined radio, or SDR? A, filtering. B, detection. C, modulation. D, all of these choices are correct. Which of these functions is performed by software in a software-defined radio, SDR? A, filtering. B, detection. C, modulation. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay. Which of these functions is performed by software in a software-defined radio, or SDR? A, filtering. B, detection. C, modulation. Well, the correct answer is D, delta. All of these choices are correct. In a software-defined radio, SDR, nearly all of the radio's functions, filtering, detection, modulation, etc., are performed as digital calculations by software. This allows the radio's operation to be changed and controlled by software without having to change the way in which the radio is physically constructed. General Class License Manual, page 5-3. Okay. What is the effect of transmission line loss on SWR measured at the input to the line? A, higher loss reduces SWR measured at the input to the line. B, higher loss increases SWR measured at the input to the line. C, higher loss increases the accuracy of SWR measured at the input to the line. D, transmission line loss does not affect SWR measurements. What is the effect of transmission line loss on SWR measured at the input to the line? A, higher loss reduces SWR measured at the input to the line. B, higher loss increases SWR measured at the input to the line. C, higher loss increases the accuracy of SWR measured at the input to the line. D, transmission line loss does not affect the SWR measurement. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay. What is the effect of transmission line loss on SWR measured at the input to the line? Correct answer is A, alpha. Higher loss reduces SWR measured at the input to the line. SWR is almost always measured at the transmitter end of the antenna feed line. The SWR is calculated by measuring the forward power, PF, and reflected power, PR. It also refers to another question for exact formula. If power reflected from the antenna is lost in the feed line before it reaches the measurement point at the transmitter end, it will appear that less was reflected from the antenna, reducing the measured value of SWR. General Class License Manual, page 7-20. Okay, we got the last question of the evening. If I can find it here. Hold on. Okay, what are the toughest questions in the tech general or extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. You new hands, even though this is the general class questions we're reading. You new hands, once you get your license, someday you're going to be involved in climbing a tower. You're either going to be climbing the tower itself or participating in the ground crew. This question, which I'm about to read, if you get this question right, this will be your ticket to getting your license. It'll be a VE testing session near you, and the next VE testing session here in Freeport will take place next Saturday, April 4th at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library boardroom, second floor boardroom. All right. You tower climbers should know the correct answer to this question by heart. Which of these choices should be observed when climbing a tower using a safety harness? A. Always hold on to the tower with one hand. B. Confirm that the harness is rated for the weight of the climber and that is within its allowable service life. C. Ensure that all heavy tools are securely fastened to the harness. D. All these choices are correct. Which of these choices should be observed when climbing a tower using a safety harness? A. Always hold on to the tower with one hand. B. Confirm that the harness is rated for the weight of the climber and that is within its allowable service life. C. Ensure that all heavy tools are securely fastened to the harness. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I'm going to say D. All those choices are correct.
Well, Kurt, I believe you're right, but that's not what the book says. Yeah, I know where you're coming from. Well, you want to know, climbing towers for many years. Let's see if anybody else has it right, but that's not what the book says. Sorry about that. Okay. Which of these choices should be observed when climbing a tower using a safety harness? A. Always hold on to the tower with one hand. B. Confirm that the harness is rated for the weight of the climber and that is within its allowable service life. C. Ensure that all heavy duties are securely fastened to the harness. D. All these choices are correct. Well, the correct answer is, the book says B. Bravo. Confirm that the harness is rated for the weight of the climber and that it is within its allowable service life. Well, Kurt, I think you're right on all that other stuff too. I believe you. As you are climbing up or down, remember to take your time. It's not a race. Be sure your climbing gear is fully secure. Belts and harnesses must be within their service life and adequately rated for weight. Carabiners should be completely closed. Latching hooks should close away from the tower. Always use a safety lanyard or redundant lanyards. And remember that often forgotten rule. Follow the manufacturer's directions. General Class License Manual, page 9-14. This concludes Friday Night Fun Net Trivia for this week. We'll do it again next week. All right. Do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, folks, one moment please. I gotta make a phone call. Be right with you. K9GCR. Okay, do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region with traffic? Please call K9GCR. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD Repair in Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Any more stations wish to check in? Please call now.
C9GO. Hey, good evening, Jimmy.
AC9GO, good evening. Larry, what's going on with you?
Not a whole lot, just been sitting back, relaxing. We did check to see if there were many people out contesting on the contest this weekend, but didn't hear too much, at least on 10. But hey, you know, it's that was a while back, and it was starting to get dark already, so I think maybe I was just a little too late. So how about you, Jimmy? How are things going?
Things are doing just fine. Thanks to you guys for getting the 147-000 repeater back on the air.
Yeah, I was glad to hear that. That was something, you know, back when I was president, I was having trouble with those repeaters, and we couldn't get anything done because everybody was kind of in their own locked up space at that time because of COVID. So I'm really, really glad that they've been able to get both of them going now. And so that gives us 3 good repeaters here in town.
Yeah, that's great. That is definitely great. You got, and in case something happens with one, you got some backup anyway.
Yeah, double backup is extra good. So you know, we've always got you know, as long as all 3 of them are going, we've got a couple of them that we can do different things with, and yeah, if we have an emergency, we'll have room to take care of more than one problem at a time, and I'm just so glad that they got that going.
So am I. Okay, yeah, I did talk on that repeater. I haven't talked to Ron N2RON on the digital side of that repeater.
Yeah, it's I think it's great because, you know, the 147 there at the hospital, if they hadn't been able to get that tower up, it was almost useless. And once they got it up there high enough to get over the top of everything, it really, straightened things out. And again, in an emergency, that's going to be really helpful for the hospital there. So how's everything over Freeport Way, Jimmy?
Everything's going just fine. Just a regular normal Friday. The weekend will be more or less the same. Every day's the same for me. Saturdays and Sundays are just regular normal days. That's about it. Probably be playing the radio and what have you tomorrow.
All right. Yep, that's good. Well, maybe get in on that contest. I don't know all the. I think it's just a matter of giving out, your signal report and Illinois, and if you talking to another country, whatever, like in Canada, the provinces and countries outside of that, name of the country, and I think maybe I'm not sure that's the contest where you have to you're supposed to have the person's name or not. Somebody else might be able to tell you that, because I don't have the rules in front of me, and I've been reading some of those contest rules, so I could be way off on that. But anyhow, yeah, check in W9YUM while you're at it, and along with myself, it gives you a couple of check-ins there anyhow.
She's already checked and I already put it on. I also read that article she did about you. So I read that. If you listen to on YouTube, you'll be able to hear what I read that article about you there for the net control operator.
Okay. Yeah. I enjoy being a net control operator, and it's, takes me back to my days on radio, I guess, in commercial radio, when I get a chance to interview somebody on a particular thing or whatever, and just, visiting with everybody on Tuesday evenings, that's a lot of fun. So, and I'm sure you have a lot of fun here on Friday night, and golly, seems like you've ended up on a couple other ones periodically as well, haven't you, Jimmy?
Oh yeah, well sometime like a week from tomorrow night, I'll be doing the rah-rah info net. I'll be net control. I do the Stevenson County Aries net on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. I also, Bell, N9RP, and I do the Wednesday, we alternate on the Wednesday evening swap net. And of course, sometimes I'll do the Winnebago County Skyward net on the 195 repeater. Oh yeah, I enjoy doing the nets there, especially this one.
Yeah, you've kept this one going a long time. How many years has it been, Jimmy?
We started in 2008. Let's see, it'll be 17 years. In December this year, it'll be 18 years. We did start the Friday Night Fun Net.
That's a good long run with it, that's for sure. That's for sure. There are very few television shows that run that long. So, and they get paid for it.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. To me, this is a labor of love. To me, it would not be Friday night without the Friday Night Fun Day. It would definitely be a boring night. I really enjoy doing it. I don't have as many check-ins as I used to, but I'll tell you what, I still enjoy doing this net.
Yeah, you know, that's one of the things that just kind of comes and goes. There have been times in, you know, in the short time that I've been on the Tuesday night net, which I guess I started that in 2020, and you know, it might have a few check-ins and that was it. But here recently, it's picked up. I've been running out 10, 12, 15 contacts, which is pretty good. But who knows? It runs up and down, and it can just, I don't know that there's any rhyme or reason to it, but hey, it is what it is, as they say. AC9GO.
Yeah, well, remember that Tuesday night that started out as the health and welfare net when COVID was going on. We did it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Then when I decided to get rid of the Thursday evening health and tech net in favor of the Skywarn net, you guys exchanged it to the Tuesday evening net. So that was about it.
That's right. I'd forgotten we changed it, and then we've changed it a little bit more since then, and kind of added the tech part of it, because we've had a lot of guys that are able to help some of the new hams and some of the older hams that have had problems, and you know, hopefully we're serving a useful purpose, and you know, periodically I'll talk about you know, antenna builds, different antennas, and things like that as well, and some of the things like cable loss. Yeah, there's all kind of technical things that we can talk about, and periodically we solve somebody's problem for them, and I feel good when that happens. Hey, I don't want to take up your whole net there, Jimmy. I just want to stop in and say hi. So 73, my friend, take care. AC9GO.
Okay, Larry, sounds good. I'll be getting ready to wrap it up anyway. So thanks for checking in, and I got you and Verna both checked in. So you have a good night. Talk to you down the hall. K-Sign-G, Sherby, or Southern. Good night.
73.
Do we have any more stations? I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. This is K-Sign-G, Star, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Center in Freeport. It is now 10:06 p.m., just past 10 o'clock, curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at? Lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. Now, Kerry, K9 MVP was telling me when the Winnebago County Sheriff's Department used to be on VHF high band. He listens to the county jail frequencies every night at 10 p.m. The corrections officers are radio. Lockdown. Time to secure the jail. Time to put the jailbirds to bed. Lights out. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah, 73 Jimmy, K0STZ here from the Youth Crisis Center, still in confinement. Have a good night.
Okay, Bill, K0 at San Diego Zoo, got you checked in. Thanks for that report. Well, by the way, Bill, what's going on with you? What's happening with you? Okay, I guess he's gone. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go now. Okay, at this time, I'm going to do my honorary check-ins. Let's see. One of the best guys in the whole world. We had a nice phone conversation before the net. He listens every Friday night. He doesn't always check in. Richard, N9ZO in Belvedere. Don't forget, he's got that 1,000 feet of cable. If you're interested in several pieces, give him a call, area code 815-547-8686. And that Diamond X antenna is gone. It's for sale. It's been sold. Okay. Oh, now we're going to check in Justin. K9FEO. Each the honorary check-in, and since Dean didn't check in, I'll put him down. K9FLO. Dean, HC honorary check-in. K9KZT. Larry, the king of CW. By the way, Larry does the Morse code practice. Maybe we found the conclusion of the Monday and Tuesday evening 7 p.m. net. N2RON, Ron, I got him checked in. Oh yeah, I got checked that. Let's see, W3MBX. HC honorary check-in. Matt, you checked in. Okay. It's the W9MSL, Winter Freeport, lives a few blocks west of me. So I also got checking Mill. N9RPN. Mel, he's the trustee of the 39 repeater. N9WSQ, George. President of our repeater association. By the way, he gets married 1 week from tomorrow, April 11th. Oh, N9DLB. Dave, he lives about a mile east of me in the northern beautiful downtown Freeport. Okay. ED9OVJ. John in McConnell, HC honorary checking, and EB9OLF, Ruben, HC honorary checking. Okay. Are there any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. Okay, you got two more honorary check-ins. WX9RLT Ricky and AH2I Brad, the brains behind the Friday Night Fun net. So, total count overall is 30 check-ins. Any more stations wishing to check in, please call now. Okay, I want to thank Rob for the use of this repeater. I'm going to run down the list of stations checked in so far. We had no early bird check-ins or no Friday Night Fun net hotline check-ins. So, okay. Myself, KSRGC on deck control, W9WBB, KE9CNS Doug, W9JTC, KE9COB Mark. Those are my four short time stations. KD9MAP Kerry, K9YBG Dale, K9RUH Joe, W99HF Chad, and his better half, KE9DYN, KE9N Kirk, K9YI, Scott Monroe, N4WGN, Bob lives about a mile west of me, AC9 and GO, Larry, and W9 YUM, and K0SDG, K0 San Diego Zoo Bill. And my honorary check-ins, N9ZO, K9FEO, K9FLO, K9KZT, N2RON, W3MBX, W9MSL, N9RPN, N9WSQ, N9DLB, K9OBJ, and K9OLF. My Stevenson County check-in. Then WX9RLT Ricky and AH2I Brad. Let's see. Let's see, I told 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 on there, regular check-in. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 14 honorary check-ins, a grand total of 30 check-ins overall. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun net, please call now. You sure you tell your mothers or fathers or sons and daughters or brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles or nieces or nephews? Sure you tell your neighbors, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the counter your convenience store. Be sure to tell your waiters or waitresses at your bartenders at your rented neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. One moment, please. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the counter at your local post office and buy your stamps, envelopes, or mail letters, or what have you. Be sure to tell your bank teller, your cashier, when you go to withdraw money or put money in the bank. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your priest, your ministers, or rabbi. Okay, be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your probation, your used car dealer, your news car dealer, your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell your probation officer or your parole officer or divorce lawyer. Tell your tax consultant. Tax season is here. April 15th is the last day. Better get them paid. And, okay. Be sure you tell your members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your probation officer, divorce lawyer, or parole officer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, and of course your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. The more check-ins, the better than that. Make sure you have a valid FCC license before you check in. Sorry, folks, we don't take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you sit in the clubhouse, take a knee, or clench your fist when the U.S. national anthem is played, we don't take your check-ins. If you don't bat the blue, we don't take your check-ins. That's plain old all there is to it. Okay, this is the last call for any stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Remember, in the region of without traffic, please call Case 9 GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay, 74 degrees for Monday and Tuesday. So it'll be good to get this weekend over with. We'll be back in some warm weather. Okay, there being no further business, this concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, March 27th, 2026, with a total of 30 check-ins overall. I'm now going to close down this net and return to repair to frequency normal at radio use at 9:20 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10:20 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 3 hours, 20 minutes Zulu time, depending on your time preference. 7-3 to everybody. Have a good evening. We'll talk to you later. This is Case on GCR. 7-3 to all, and to all a good night. Thank you for checking in.